Ooh, gosh. But I can't believe the year's almost over, man. It's like coming up really fast.
It's hard to believe it's almost Halloween, like 2 weeks.
I went into it was Ollie's too, but I went into what was it? One of the bigger stores.
Target, Jim
Uh,
Max, Marshall.
Target. Yeah, I went looking for those NBA figures, man. I need that LeBron. I need that LeBron really bad, man. Those figures, it's a misunderstood figure, man. It really is.
I didn't
I don't.
misunderstand that $30 price tag.
I don't think. I don't think it's. I'm comfortable paying the $12.99. I think after seeing it for the $30, I understand why they probably priced it that way. They went with this box packaging, and it's really cool. And then the stands in there. They worked on presentation. I don't. I don't know how much basketball cards are now. I still think that comics are like $1, and they're
Yeah.
like 5 years. But
With a hard piece of gum in it, too.
yeah.
It'll cut your gums up in your teeth.
Well, wasn't the first offering though the one that had the NFT in it? That weren't those $40?
Oh, yeah.
Because they came from 40 down to 30, right? I think that initial $40 price is what really turned people off.
Yeah, and then I was thinking about this. I was going to put this in here, but I didn't know what you guys thought about like them going like $12.99. I know we talked about it before, but
Weren't they
I,
99 or at Ross or something like that?
it's $12.99 at like Ross, TJ Maxx. We're talking about starting lineup. This is just show foreplay. So like they're $12.99. It's at Ross, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls. And I picked up one that was Trey Young. Nobody seems to like Trey Young. I went to 2 stores and they had 4 of them.
Dang.
I did go back to one store that had 4. I took one. I went back the next day. They were all gone.
Oh, wow.
But I think they really focus on the packaging and presentation because they put everything in there, right? The figure's cool. The shoes come off very easily. And the figures, the only thing that's kind of weird about it is the jersey because it's plastic. You have the articulation is there. He can do all that stuff, but it's that plastic that kind of messes it up. The shoes, they come off very easily. So you could just have these kicks or whatever you want. But those shoes are so small that you can't put them on Mezco figures. I don't even think you could put them on Legends. Maybe a smaller buck body, but
Wow.
But I've been looking for it. But I was like, wow. And then the card, I showed you guys the card, right? It's like a nice card. It's like a holographic, I don't know, metallic silver plated card. And then when they originally came out, they gave you those NFT digital cards. And I need to go back in my email and see if I got one because they were giving them like gold ones, like 1 of 1s or something like that. But I returned them, so maybe I'm hoping it didn't expire. I can just check and see. They're not bad, man. I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking, man. I won't mind getting the rest of them.
I had a third of them. Yeah.
Well, I'll probably skip.
Yeah, I'll probably quite skip smart now.
I know $12.99.
It's free.
And they said that that's going to be their Christmas inventory. They're going to be getting those throughout the holiday season. So I'm just going to keep going back, but that means they have a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a few trucks.
Yeah. That was good.
What the store bought them at, to resell them at $12.99.
It's better than not selling them at all, right?
Yeah, I mean, like what did, because obviously they bought them late. Did Hasbro give them a deal like $8 or something for them? Get them out of the warehouse.
I wonder about that because everything's cheaper when you buy it in bulk. So I'm wondering if they just bought cases of certain characters or I don't know. But that was my find for the weekend. Man, I was like, holy crap.
I'll see if I can. There's a TJ Maxx by one of my offices. I'll stop by and look for you.
Any of them that they have. I'm really looking for LeBron.
Trey Young,
I'm gonna find
it or no?
Hmm?
If they have another Trey Young, do you want it or no?
No.
Okay.
One is good.
But if there's like 7 LeBrons, leave them behind as well.
I mean, I guess if they're not going to do Jordan, I mean, whatever.
They'll probably flop off the shelf. It'd be easy to find.
Man, I don't know. They told me some guy walked in there and bought all 7 of them. I don't know if that was the whole wave or if he just bought, but they only had one character. So I was like, this dude bought a whole bunch of bronze. And so I went on eBay and I'm looking. I'm not shooting anybody's hustle or anything like that. But it doesn't make sense to me that if Hasbro was selling it for 29 or 39, why would you try to get 55 out of it?
Right.
There wouldn't be any difference from before until now. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
Right.
But hey,
To feed their
They
fans.
figure not only were they trying to sell them at that, but they couldn't move them at that price.
yeah. So,
Right.
But anyway, so but not to avoid the audience. How's everyone doing tonight? Good, good,
Great.
great. That doesn't
Doing all right, man. Can't complain.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Thank you. Thank you for everybody that's in the chat right now, hanging out with us, watching this live. Little show foreplay. We have a couple other people coming in. Also, really quick, if you want to try to get new people on, but if you haven't been a part of the show and you want to be part of the show, do me a favor and just send. Have it here. I know I have it here. You can so at Rumble 112 photos. Just send him a little request. He'll take a look at it. If you want to come on. If we don't have new people, I want to give new people a chance to come on. I mean,
You say nude people? Is that what you said?
Yeah, nude people. Yeah, nude. So they can come on. Man, somebody's gonna take that seriously and do it. You have to get through MC first. He has to scope you out. And this is like an all dude show except for minis, right? So it's not gonna go over well.
Slog.
But yeah, if you want to come on and you haven't been on, again, trying to get new people in there so it keeps the show fresh. Don't worry, we'll recycle some stuff later. But look at this bragger! Congrats, bro. Those are the 2 I want, man. LeBron and Steph, bro.
Hate.
Yeah, I had a couple of good photos I wanted to do with LeBron. I was gonna do this week-long motif of him dunking all over Jordan every single time. But yeah, if you want to be on the show, shoot Rumble at 112 at Rumble 112 photos. Just say you want to come on. Just kind of vet you real quick. Make sure you're not like a fake account or anything else like that. And if you come on, just ask you to be respectful of the audience and of the host, and just bring some good positive energy because that's what we're trying to do. All right, that's it for that. Show foreplay. You ready?
There's an 8-year-old in the room tonight, so
I know.
You want to
have
be
an extended show tonight.
The 8-year-old's here, so if you want, what's his name? Who's that guy? How to Catch a Predator? If you don't want him to show up at your house.
Oh yeah, Chris Hansen.
Yeah, Chris Hansen. There is an 8-year-old here.
You know what I loved? I loved all the surprise, like,
yeah.
And then all of them think that they're just gonna leave, like nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah. No. Oh, you're free to go, but the cops are waiting outside for you. Just go ahead and have a cookie now.
Yeah.
That's what your plans were.
Some of them are funny. Like, you remember the guy's like, "Can I finish that pizza?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead."
Yeah.
Are they waiting outside? Yeah.
Oh,
Yo, man, thank you, man. Thank you.
Did you text this and this? Maybe. So gross.
Yeah. You'd be surprised, Steve. There are some, for some reason. Man, in the group, there's been somebody is just making fake accounts just to try to get in the group. And I was like, dude, I have this so streamlined that it takes me less time to like reject that fake account that you're putting up than it takes for you to make it, man. It takes me like 3 seconds to just go. I was like, man. But anyway, show foreplay. I know we did favorite scary movie. Let's talk about scariest horror character. We'll make it really quick.
Who starts?
Anybody.
Annabelle.
Creepy? What's so creepy about her? It's just she's a doll.
Yeah. Those are just
Yeah.
inherently weird.
Dolls like
Yes.
Chucky and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
MC, who you got? Scariest horror character? Pennywise?
Yep.
Which one? Curry or the
new one? Skarsgård?
Yeah.
I mean, Skarsgård because of the practical effects or the CGI, but man, Curry gave me the thing of nightmares when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some.
I mean, you know, I was young buck at the time.
Yeah, I know how that is, bro. What do I have? I still think it's that guy from Terror on the Train. Terror Train. But later on, I would say Freddy.
Freddy?
Yeah, Freddy. I watched the first movie I ever watched was Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Dream Warriors?
Mm-hmm. Great one to start off with. And he just did some stuff in there that I was just scared when I was a kid. I was like, oh God. When he turned into puppet.
Yeah. With the
puppet
veins.
Yeah, that kid, that had some sick special effects, man. That was a nice little tribute to like Harryhausen. Like that was how they did all that claymation stop motion.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude. Some of us said Candyman.
Oh,
Which one, the new one or the other one, the Tony Todd one? He canceled.
Scary movie.
The deluded Michael Myers, he's scary. Yeah, he is. They did. Yeah, the first one I rewatched Carpenter's one. It was pretty good. So. Oh, got a good show tonight. Lots of good stuff to talk about. We'll do some quick news and notes. This was a cool thing that I saw on the internet. Passion, not poison. We'll do a little haunted history. This one's gonna kind of be scatterbrained, so bear with me. And then you guys got your Robins, right? For a little play party? Yes?
Yep.
All right. Nice. All right. Move on. Any special news that you guys saw that grabbed your attention? That's not political? Jeez.
I don't know. The announcement from Hasbro about 10/27 with a cheesy film, but I think we're getting something big.
The Ghostbusters thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think it is?
Stay Puft Haslab.
Ooh. Too soon. For Haslab? Is it too soon? Yeah.
I think Ghostbusters is gonna do a little bit better than Legends and Black Series. So
yeah, that's a bigger fan base. CC, what do you think it'll be?
Man, I don't know. From watching that video, they kind of tease so much in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was almost wondering if they're just not doing another like a Ghostbusters Legacy line or something. You know, kind of like they had like the Power Rangers Lightning Collection or whatever, where they're kind of bring back figures with a modern twist or something. Because you hear the growling and everything else going on in that film. It really makes you wonder what all they have in store.
Yeah, maybe it'll be that mood slime.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty, the power of love.
Yeah. You can imagine just giving each collector one of those. Oh my God. Yeah. I forgot to do the intro, right? All right, here we go. So, hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 134 of the Hangout. My name is Paige, where we give you positive insight into award collecting in a very chilled and relaxed atmosphere. I say we because I'm joined by two of my G.I. Joe comrades, Mr. Michael Cory and Mr. Cory Christopher. How you guys doing? Good?
Good, man. I'm doing good.
Great.
Good. Nice. Oh, we got some other guesses here. Ghost Trap, Goggles. They did a Proton pack already, right?
Yeah, that like crushed it too.
Yeah.
They
didn't they make the
Mezco with their Slugfest? I did not receive a Mezco with my Slugfest. Did you guys?
Either. Nope.
Yeah. I like the little. Yeah, those are pretty cool. The little tiny Stay Puft guys that got burned. Little burnt marshmallows.
Yeah, we got the normal version, the uncharred.
Yeah. Tonight's show is properly titled Joe Robbed the Graveyard. I'm pretty sure that you guys can already figure that stuff out about what the show is going to be about. Like I said, we'll be talking about some news with Mezco. Passion Poison, I already talked to you guys about that. That's an interesting post that I saw in the Indiana Jones group. Haunted History. Talked about that. Play Parties Robin. Mezco, do you have to talk about this? Yeah, let's do it. They're coming. Do you see the correlation between war and So we got charging for Morbius on Monday. Did anybody have any charge problems?
No.
No? Yeah.
I follow the rules on the Toy Paige.
No. Well, I was just wondering because I haven't seen a lot of people, say that they have charge problems. I've seen like it flare up here and there, but nothing like the whole make a post and, everybody gets on it. But
Right.
So Morbius, that got charged, and that moved to the shipping. That doesn't mean it's shipping. I haven't seen anybody officially get it yet, like an official one.
What's that?
And then
Morbius?
sorry,
Morbius shipping?
Yeah, Morbius. I haven't seen anybody get like, either group sellers, vendors, or anybody just saying, yeah, I live right next to the factory. And then Lord of Tears, Owlman, that was shipping. That started shipping kind of like last week, but us common folks is getting it now.
Mine will be here Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine comes Saturday.
Nice.
At least it's in time for Halloween, right?
Exactly.
Cece's comes when?
I did not order either one of these.
Oh.
You didn't get Morbius?
Nope. No.
That was a long
scaling
time.
back.
I mean,
he's been scaling back though. And I know what he means. I was doing unboxings and I know CC was just looking going, it's gonna hit him soon. He's gonna go, damn, no, I gotta stop this shit. So Owlman, that was shipping and was added to the 2023 release date. Morbius, that's charged and shipped really in the queue, but it hasn't shipped officially yet. And they're starting to clean up all of these long delayed releases, post COVID. So we're almost pretty much done through it. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean 6. There's 6 left that maybe could kind of be. No, I would say 5. Because really quick, because I saw this in groups and stuff like that. Don't fall into this one. This figure did not take 3 years. It's close to 3 years, but it's not. Somebody's, this has been over 3 years. It's like, no. It's only been 2 years, 8 months. I think Gotham by Gaslight, that's 2 years, 5. Justice League's 2.6. Fantastic Force 2.4, and then Roadblock is 2.3. So after all those, then they're within their little window. Fun fact: Owlman, that was released within a year.
Didn't we pre-order that in like February?
That was this year. I think it was like in January, February. Under a year. So
crazy.
Yeah, and then there's 26 left open. So that's your shipping news. Yay. This came out after we kind of did our show, but thoughts on this? This is the PX Previews Exclusive Side Cutter. I'll let you guys ramble.
I like it. I enjoyed shooting the first one, and I really like what's been teased so far from the previews website.
Me too.
Yeah, you like it too?
Yeah, it looks like the Hatbox Ghost.
Hatbox Ghost vibes from Disney. I ordered, so I'm excited, and hopefully I don't have to wait too long to get it, to add it to the collection.
I shouldn't go through pictures. Cece, do you have any thoughts about this when you first saw it go up, or any like thoughts about it at all?
I really like the blue. I don't know why, but I really like that blue. Seems pretty cool to me. And then he's got accessories.
Pay no attention to that. Oh yeah, and then there's this.
It's got accessories. So I did pre-order one. I got one on the way.
Nice.
You gonna open this one?
Let's hope, right? Let's hope.
I'm wondering if this will be a brand new comic or if it's just
a reprint.
Yeah, with a different cover. I'm hoping it's new. It looks cool. But I saw a lot of people with this. This looks just kind of like it's just a redeco, like a real true redeco. And that's a lot of people talking about that. And there's some reuse, obviously. I like it. It looks pretty cool. This is $125, but everybody has been kind of jacking up that price a little bit more. Like local comic shops. You guys said, what was your local comic shops you guys said? What was it?
Mine was $200 that they wanted to charge. $100 up front. And I politely did not respond to their message. I just like, I don't mind supporting local business. I really prefer to, but not at the
not at the expense.
I hope we get these guys re-released. I'm on a wait list for a second run of these.
Of the Graveyard Gremlins?
Yeah.
Yeah, the glow in the dark ones. Yeah, it would be cool if they brought that back, like just to have. I didn't see any with this guy. So. Cece, do you have a local comic shop horror story?
No horror story. They went strictly retail, $125. I
was gonna say Cece's like a made man with his local comic shop. He has his own parking out front.
They are really good.
He has his own reading library in the back. There's there's a statue of Cece and holding two kids' hands, like you would see like at a hospital when they dedicate a wing to a man. But
yeah. I think that's a little far fetched. He's holding one kid's hand, and then the other kid is holding his pant leg while he points to the future.
Yeah.
He is the chosen one.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Exactly.
Up there. You guys are blessed. You have no idea how lucky you are to pull this man away from making a difference in the world to be on here tonight.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Because, like, dude, I can't imagine putting a day of work in like you did and just be like, yeah, let me go talk about toys. So yes, this is the blue version. This is the okay. So really quick rewind just for some people because I saw some people talking about this too, and it's a little confusing. But so this is the PX version. This is the one that you saw at SDCC. Some of those pictures that you saw, and the PX version. The reason why I was asking them about the local comic book shop is because usually with PX, Diamond was the one that held that and they distribute it. And usually what would go, the way they would go about it is they would put them to local comic book shops. And also there were major retailers like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, and a couple of them. They would carry the license too. And then you had some vendors, like group vendors, that would also sell it. But it's been so long since the last time we had a PX exclusive. I think most of those people, as far as third party or group sellers, it just kind of went to the wayside. I know there are some that are selling, but most of them that I know have kind of stopped. So just in case if you're wondering, because some people were asking, well, is this going to be on the Mezco website? The other ones weren't. This is how they distribute. They go through, like I said, local comic book shops and those big online retailers, and then some group vendors have licenses. Right? Good.
Did you order it yet, Paige?
I did. I ordered. I ordered.
Nice.
What did I order through? Big Bad. I ordered through Big Bad. It's not sponsorship. It's not sponsored, affiliate, none of that. I like them. I like them, man. They just take care, and I would have went through my comic book shop, but you guys were talking about your horror story, and I was like, I don't know about that. And then Big Bad for me, their customer service is really good. I figured if it breaks, I'll be able to contact them and they'll be able to take care of it really quickly. you know, not knocking group sellers, but if a group seller only buys so much and then I buy mine and something's wrong with it and I ask to return it, I don't know if
Yeah.
it's going to be able to get, you know, replaced. So, but yeah, I saw a lot of conflicting stuff about this. When you look at it, this is like a redeco. I didn't want to glaze over it, but it looks still really cool. But most of the items that you have, these items that came with Gotham by Gaslight Joker, that's what you'll get with this too. I still think it's solid because it's a different color, you know?
And that's a great set too. If you guys, those that don't have the Gotham by Gaslight Joker, those little instruments of torture are amazing.
Yeah, they're cool, man. Some guy did a shot today and he was holding up one of the knives and he put blood on it. I was like, holy crap, it was intense. Yeah, but so this is a trifecta. We all got this?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was easy purchase for me. I have two of the first one actually. One's Sawyer's and one's mine.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I like it. Yeah, remember comic book, different. Yeah, so I mean, you'll get the same stuff, but you'll get different stuff like the box and a new comic and
Are you
different stuff.
disappointed that we're not getting a metal PX style box?
Oh yeah, like they used to do? No, not really. It's less space now. You know how we've been talking about space and everything?
Mhm.
I love tins and everything, but it's just it's less space for these shoe boxes. Or if you feel like just throwing it away, it's not that bad, you know?
Like me? Yeah, they're gonna get tossed.
Yeah, this looks cool. Again, if you're interested, local comic shop, all those other ones. Let's see here. What's next? Pre-order for day. Yo, Joe.
Yay! Dun, 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 dun.
Next edition. I heard a lot of different stuff about this, but what do you guys think about this? CC.
I think it's a really great homage to the original, character design. I mean, that's just your classic Duke right there, really. He looks an awful lot like the one I got in the basement.
Is this the Hasbro one or another one? The super.
No, the vintage Hasbro one.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
To me, that's what he looks like. Right down to the helmet and everything.
Right down to the helmet.
Yeah.
I was really surprised that came with it too. Where were we? Right here. Add back. MC, did you have stuff?
No, CC's always taking the words out of my mouth. That is classic Duke instead of all what was the classified, that first issue that we got the classified. We had like the futuristic kind of gun and all the armor plates on them and stuff. And I like CC, like my heart is in the 80s, what we had as kids, just a guy wearing a tan shirt or a light brown shirt and some green pants and leading Joes into battle, from the cartoon to the toys, all the stuff that we had, that we had good in the 80s. So, and that, Jesus.
Oh, you wait until I get to the accessories? This is a kick-ass.
Yeah.
I like that.
When I saw this for a second, I thought we were going to get the jetpack. I mean, I won't go into, I was
yeah.
the American flag, like in the opening, but
yeah. So let me go to the accessories. Yeah. I like the guns, man. The guns are cool.
Yeah, that grenade launcher is badass.
Yeah. This was something that stuck out to me too. I was like, shit, gotta get a couple. Just from that splash. Yeah, and then they got this. A nice little camping thing. Dude, there a couple things. I love facial expressions, so this was cool. I mean, it's Aquaman, but you know what I mean? Like this one is, it looks like they just changed the hair, but I still like expressions, even, and that's cool because he looks like he's yelling battle. Got that cheesy grin like Destro, and then you got your neutral one. And, I mean, it looks like they covered it. So we got this happened. So it says Deluxe Edition. Is this offering warranted the Deluxe Edition tag? Because you know that's been an issue lately. People are saying it says Deluxe, and I'm not getting Deluxe stuff.
There's a lot of
Quite a few
accessories.
accessories, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Like-
a lot.
And that's what I was hoping. I couldn't wait to hear what Cory thought about all this stuff because he's the known accessory guy. Yeah. Anything missing that you would like to see, CC, or are you ecstatic with everything? Worth the 112?
No, I think he's kind of loaded. I like it.
46.
A grenade
count
throwing
this
effect
thing.
would be pretty nice. You know how they kind of do like the ones with like the ninja stars and stuff?
Oh,
yeah,
like a wooge? Yeah.
Yeah, they should give you a grenade throwing effect. That'd be pretty nice.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. This is an expensive army builder. I love the price. Like it's 112. I mean, I think the price point is great, but if you were wanting to build like a little G.I. Joe army, like some trooper armies, because that's immediately my first thought. I was like, oh, I want to get a couple of these. I stopped at 2 though. I was like, have some self-control, bitch. But I thought the faces were wanting the hot dog, eating a hot dog, enjoying the hot dog. Yeah. I'm wondering, I read the details on this, the product description, and it said the packaging was like collector-friendly box. I wonder if it's going to come like Destro's in that comic book kind of style one.
Mhm.
So, and then this is something else. They haven't done it yet, but I wonder if we're going to have an MDX version of these characters because I saw a lot of people talking about I guess it was recent, an issue of a comic of Duke and one that had a scar and just different camo and stuff like that. And people are saying, oh, they want to see him in this. I'm wondering if this does well, if they maybe do an
Like a Tiger Force version for everything, or
ooh, man, maybe not Tiger Force. Maybe like and I bought Tiger Force Flint the other
Night
day.
Force Duke.
yeah,
Yeah.
Operation Arctic Duke, where he's got like the Blizzard hoodie on.
Or just something different. I don't know what else they could do, but maybe that updated version. I don't know. I just wondered if they were gonna do MDX. Two things that also stuck out to this. Is this a tease? I know they're the Hasbro, but I was like, oh crap, they're gonna do Viper. I mean, they're gonna do Cobra Troopers.
We need the Channing Tatum version of Duke.
No, thank you.
Good movie. What are you talking about? I can't even say it with a straight face.
I can't either. He said he hated that movie. He's like, I want you to kill me off now. Like, what's his name said?
Oh, but did he really hate? What's that girl's name?
Oh yeah, Baroness or Scarlet. Yeah.
What was her name? God. It was like Selena something, wasn't it? Like her, the actress.
Oh, the one that played Baroness or the one that played Scarlet? Yeah.
The one that played Baroness in the.
Yeah, she was good.
She's a talented girl.
Do you guys think that we'll get Troopers, Cobra Troopers?
Mezco wants to print money, yeah.
You have to, don't you? I can't impossibly imagine doing a Joe line and avoiding the potential of having that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they don't. Just like I hope they don't ever do Star Wars. My wallet doesn't need it.
Yeah.
But how do you not do a Mezco Viper and Cobra Troopers? To me, it's just easy.
We haven't seen yet, but we need to.
Cobra Commander?
Nothing yet on him.
Yeah. I think that they would do a hooded version of him because they're not bound, kind of like Hasbro. You know what I mean? If they can give you a roach with a middle finger, I think they're okay with putting a hood on a character and thinking that the collecting public knows that it's not.
I guess the question would be, do you think Hasbro would license a hooded character, I guess?
Why not? I don't know. I don't get the whole big thing about it.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
It's
with all of them.
Terrorist. Like, you're supposed to be an empathetic terrorist. Like, At the end of the, I know, like it's
not a terrorist. He's just misunderstood.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah. What side of the fence are you on?
I never looked at that character and thought it was a KKK. I never looked at that character like that. Even the Dukes of Hazzard, when they were driving around with that Confederate flag on the top of their car, I didn't go racist. I didn't, it's like some of that stuff. I guess it doesn't affect, but maybe in today's day and age, maybe it does. But I mean, he has a hood. It's a different color scheme. It's part of his character. I don't ever remember him going on any kind of racist tirades or anything like that. So it's like, why? Is there something I don't know? Am I outdated by it? I don't.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a topic for another day. I'll just say, it's kind of weird. Just real quick though, it's kind of weird when you think about when we were younger, some of the things that were on TV that we just didn't make a big deal out of.
Yeah.
Right. Archie Bunker.
Ooh.
Like I watched Archie Bunker and I laughed. Like at no point was I offended by him. I laughed. Like I loved that show as a kid. I thought it was hilarious. But you couldn't do that show today's day and age. No way.
Yeah.
No way. Couldn't do it.
Yeah. There's a bunch of shows you can't like really do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I mean. I don't know if it's because maybe it touches a different kind of nerve for people nowadays, but maybe they could do it where it's kind of unlisted, kind of like they did with Constantine with the cigarettes and the other stuff.
There you go.
The gun mandate. Yeah, they say
inside.
Exactly.
That
way. Yeah. I just never looked at it that way. So, also little conspiracy theory here.
We're getting
come on. Did I not include it?
Mezco's crowdfunding the USS Flag. I saw it in the background.
And this tank. Boom, we're getting a tank.
Smaller.
We're getting it. Oh my gosh.
We're getting them. The Abraham.
At least he just got rid of a tank. He needs another one. He's got room in the garage.
Exactly the reason why this one's being made.
Yeah.
They saw the oil stains and they said, that's enough room for a tank. Jeez, man. This is I like this. I like this a lot. This is cool. I can't wait for it to come out. They're fleshing it out a lot more. So.
July, right?
Of next year, yeah, July, January 1st, May, June, July. May, July. May, July next year, and then it's $112. It was $28. I'm hoping they showed it this year. I'm hoping because the version that they had this year, that was a prototype. But next year, it's so close. Maybe they'll have a close to finished product, and people will have a better idea of what it looks like and what it can do.
Did you get much time with it at Comic-Con?
Yeah, I picked it up and looked around it, and I said, I can't move this thing. It was done. You can't.
You heard it here first. Single jointed elbows.
No, dude, they show that stuff right in this damn thing. I think they did that on purpose so they could say, hey, check it out. Look at his arms. He can do this. And then also you can see the joints and stuff. There was like it's cool. Like now they've started doing this kind of stuff. They know that we have questions and we want to kind of know answers based on because we're getting some digital renders, and they're like, hey, let's just kind of put some of this stuff to rest. And yes, this character has double jointed elbows. Yes, this is what he comes with, and this is what it'll look like. So it's cool that they
announce next.
Yeah.
I like that shovel he comes with too. Yeah, that's a nice little accessory set right there. Just the stuff on that page right there.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Foldable shovel.
That's nice. I mean, you got like the little mat, the sleeping mat or whatever you will at the bottom of his backpack there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
I'm wondering how they would do with characters like Beachhead or
Beachhead would be amazing.
Yeah.
Tunnel Rat, of course.
Yeah.
Low light.
Yeah, I just wonder how deep they'll go into this. You don't want
Yeah.
You don't want to have these characters and then all of a sudden the line just stops. It's kind of maybe if you get some good core characters. And speaking of, if you need it, Slugfest is still up. Like CC said, what did you say, CC? Longest IP?
Yeah.
Pre-order / buy it now.
By a long shot at this point.
Yeah. So I haven't gotten a chance to open up mine yet, but I heard the details are really good.
Just your opinion. What do you think it is? Think there's too many made? Not enough interest?
I don't know because everybody asked for it. Everybody wanted it. And it's not like we didn't know it was going to be on that body. I don't know. What do you think?
I think money and space, finite.
Yeah, it's probably one of those releases. It was a year too late, right? If it had been last year, this time, it probably would have been sold out in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Everyone's really second guessing right now.
Well, I think also because people don't know what's coming. They know all this stuff is dropping, and it's cool. It's cool to like see people actually like listening to some of the people that have been talking about this stuff. I know we talk about it on the show a lot, but it is cool to see people going, yo, man, maybe I need to think about some of this stuff and be prepared and be ready. So yeah, see, like Loco said it. He's like, he said like there's too much stuff coming out, and that's my thought, dude. And I've seen guys, because I was watching YouTube, and I've seen a bunch of content creators just making videos on that. That's all it's been now. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
There's too much stuff coming. Yeah. So.
Got to be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, people asked for this. Remember that?
Yeah.
Last year, where's our stuff? Where's our stuff? Where's our stuff? And those comments that people were like, I'm not buying anything until they release everything. I'm like, do you really want them to release everything that they have? Like, yeah, I want it all now. They owe me. I'm like, okay.
It's what was it last week or the week before? The week before last. I got 3 figures in the same week, 2 in one day.
Yeah.
It's amazing how fast these Hasbro pre-orders are turning around.
That was Mezco.
You went from 1 year lead time to, it's pre-order 8 weeks later, it's showing up.
Yeah.
This stuff wasn't due until next year. It's crazy.
I got notice for Chuckles for the pre-orders for Chuckles.
Yeah, I got charged for them.
Yeah.
What did that happen today?
I got charged yesterday.
Wow.
Who did I order the extra one for? Was that you, Paige?
I got. They actually sent me a delay, and I was like, "Whoo! Thank God." What was it? It was a nunchuck. They told me that they told me that got delayed, but they charged me for Buzz. They charged me for Tripwire. They charged me for the Steel Brigade.
Jesus Christ.
Indiana Jones, the Last Wave. That's what we'll call that.
I don't believe that.
You know what? I'm wrong. MC, you did order Chuckles for me. I got charged for Tripwire.
Okay. I got to notice that Chuckles is coming soon. So
yeah, Tripwire is the one I got charged for.
Yeah, that's the one I got today. I was like, crap, and they put the order number on, and I made like a big compact order, so it was like 2 something, and they were like, "We're charging you for this order." I'm like, "Oh wow!" And then they go, "Oh, it's just Tripwire."
Be gentle.
Yeah, please. So not to beat this one into the ground, but we're getting closer. So it's becoming more of a reality. This is a 7. This is not at 9. So maybe it boosted up to like 90%. I don't know. We are officially in the orange, DEFCON orange, DEFCON Naranja.
How many days we got left? To say 5?
5 days left and 53 minutes. Well, that was back then. So 5 days left. It was 62 at the time. 63 if you round up. Are you guys thinking this isn't going to happen?
It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Yeah.
Sawyer's going to have to order a few more in order for it to make it.
Nope, we ain't getting one, let alone a few. Nothing.
Yeah.
He said what?
I like I said from the beginning, I had no connection to this character, and I mean, I hope it passes, of course, for people that really want it and need it in their Avengers collection. But I don't know, Hasbro's. I thought the price was right, so I'm a little shocked.
I did too. I thought it was good. But I haven't backed it yet. I mean, I think they said they were going to charge like October. Well, it's on there, right? October 20 something, 8th or something. 23rd. Man, they didn't wait for the end of the month for people to get paid.
Yeah,
You're right.
So, I did see something in the group that I was like, man, maybe we should say something about that. I saw some guy. He said something about like, so this works both ways. You know, we talk about negativity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get this camera ready for this. I think positivity can be almost just as bad in certain cases. Because I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this too. Like, I've seen some guys that are like, hey, you guys need to go back this and stuff like that. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, don't do that, man. Don't do that. I was like, we get on like people like they're being toxic and negative. And like, if you do that, it's almost like reverse negativity almost. And it's almost, I know people want it to get supported, but just say why you like it and then let that slide. Because otherwise people like will come at you and say, oh, you're pandering and you're kissing ass, sucking dick and all this other stuff. And it just doesn't look good, man. Just kind of like let it happen. Guilting somebody into something is not going to work. And as a matter of fact, it looks like it almost has the opposite effect. More people get turned off by it. So just like let it happen, man. I don't know. Did you guys see any of that kind of stuff? Like guys are like, please. It's like,
They were pushing pretty hard in the beginning.
Yeah.
It didn't keep up momentum for very long though. It seemed like it died off real fast.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mean the company. I mean like in groups. Like when people.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Seemed like there was like posts everywhere. People were kind of campaigning for it, and then it stopped.
Yeah.
And to your point, I think when you do that, like you said, it's almost like politics. You just get tired of hearing it, and then you're just not interested anymore. It's just like forget it.
Yeah.
So let's say you're in charge of the Marvel Legends Haslab for the next one. What you pitching?
Marvel.
You failed on a vehicle. Now you failed on a large character. So what are you pitching for the third one? Because you can't afford to fail 3 times in a row, I don't think.
Well, I was going to ask you, do you think that they even do one? Honestly.
I think it'll give it one more go round. I think they'll try a third pitch. Because, I mean, the Sentinel were so popular and Galactus was so popular. I think they thought Giant Man would be kind of a shoe-in, but it being just a large figure at a decent price. Because they were trying to get the taste of that, Vengeance vehicle out of its mouth.
Yeah.
I think
so where do you go?
I think with Vengeance, pitch the wrong vehicle, obviously. I mean, like, yeah, car's great, but there's not much connection to that newer version of Ghost Rider, unfortunately. If they would have done like a Fantastic car or maybe, I mean, the Blackbird is like a real pie in the sky goal, but something that has a bigger fan base than that version of Ghost Rider, I think they would have probably done better. Maybe, the Punisher van. So even that Punisher's a hard sell because I think Marvel's kind of shying away from him a little bit lately with the skull and stuff.
Yeah.
It changed his pattern. I can't think of a big character left. I mean, Apocalypse he's not that. I mean, of course, there's a bigger version of him, but maybe Fing Fang Foom. But do you think people would buy that now at this point?
Yeah, I do. I think people would.
The Legions guys would be all over it.
Yeah. If they would have done Fing Fang Foom for $200, I think that would have been.
I'd have been in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a drag. It's multi-use, but if it far be it for me, I'm not like marketing or anything like that. But if I were them, I would. If this doesn't happen, I would just say it didn't happen, and then I would stop everything for a couple months, and just let everybody stew over it, talk about it, and then let the reality set in. Hey, this is done. And then people will start getting where, oh crap. I tell you, I still think people are missing, like, I know people want to make a stance about pricing. I totally understand that, and I agree with it. Nobody wants to pay a lot of money, but I think some of it's being done in the wrong way, probably on both sides. So I think if they just kind of back away from it and the reality sets in with the collectors and they go, oh crap, we're not going to have these offerings anymore. And then after, maybe wait till next year and not do it when it overlaps on some of these other ones, because we talked about that before, right? Yeah. Star Wars, all these other ones. Pick a spot, maybe work with the other companies, push it out a little bit farther so there's some breathing room, and say, we're gonna do this. And make it like popular. Make it like Fing Fang Foom, or make it the Punisher van. And then really do something, and then put, if you really want to get them back, put stuff into it. Make it affordable, load it up, because you're investing in possible return later. You built up your customer confidence, and now, oh, they did the Punisher van, it was awesome. What are they going to do next? Because I don't think that you can come out with something bare bones, because it looks like to collectors like, oh man, we're winning and they're losing, and they keep having to break down these tiers.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just some guy. I don't know shit.
No, yeah, it's a tough. It's tough. I mean, the market overall. I think it's overall market too. Like, people. It's making tough choices, and $200 figure or car payment.
Yeah.
When we just got hit with G.I. Joe, then Star Wars. It's a never-ending Haslab, it seems like, lately.
That's what it is. But if you take some time, you've taken a break. You're giving people a little bit of break. Yeah. You know how when a movie star or something does something crazy, they say just go on a hiatus for a little bit. That's the same thing they do. They need a break. Yeah. Collectors need a break from them, and they need a break from collectors. And then come up with I'm not saying their plans aren't solid, but just come up with something that's like, wow, they're not going to be able to resist this. Get some feedback.
Yeah.
You know,
fan vote or something. What Haslab? I mean,
get a sneaky vote. Get a sneaky vote. Have some people go into the groups. Throw some bones out there. Man, this sucks. I wish they would have did a Punisher van. Oh yeah, that would have been awesome. Well, what would you wanted the price to be on the Punisher van? What would you want with it?
Yeah.
Gather up some of that stuff over that long period of time, and then come back and say, yo, we heard you guys wanted a Punisher van. Boom, price, boom. It comes with a figure. It comes with guns. It comes with all this stuff. And then get them back, because they're losing them. Sorry to say it, but I do hope it funds.
Yeah, they don't want to. I know obviously there's 6,000 buyers out there that right now, whatever they're at, 6,000 units.
Yeah, it was the same thing.
It's a lot of collections.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of G.I. Joe, boom, rats, spiders, and cobras. This came out. I know CC likes this. CC, I have to ask, are you getting this? Let me entice you, sir.
I gotta get my guy, even though,
Dude, I like those on his head there, the NVGs on his head.
The Gylos, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is pretty cool.
I
know some people got this already, but
who?
See?
That Night Stalker, is it Night Stalker? Is that his name?
Which one?
The guy with the translucent mask kind of thing. Is he from
that's Shadow Tracker.
When did that come from?
I've seen
familiar with that one at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people getting it already, that one and this one.
Must be from the comics or something, or
I don't know. Some of these guys have hookups and everything.
No, I meant the character. Well, not familiar with them.
I'm not either. I didn't even know who he was. So yeah, this already went up for pre-order. I think some of them are sold out, but $109. Jeez, Louise.
That's crazy.
Passion, not poison. I wanted to get you guys' take on this, and everybody in the chat too. I'd really like to hear what you think about this. Oh, Paul said, "Sorry, Cece. I'll get it one day." Boom. Why not just make something and put it out there like Mezco did with the Neck and Void Gomez? I think because they just, when it comes down to that, if you're making it, what if you put it in stores and that takes up like store space? You're paying for that. Maybe if they sold it just exclusively on their site and they just rebranded it as something else, but then you're still stuck with those units.
You don't want them to end up at Ross.
Yeah, look at and that's a good point too. Look at all the stuff that is going on clearance.
Yeah.
Do you really make a gamble? I know a lot of people think, yeah, they got a lot of money and everything, and they do. But even if you have a lot of money and you start taking a bunch of hits, which you can tell already that they are taking some kind of hits with these going to these discount stores. So they are taking a hit already. Do you want to do 2 or 3 projects that
flop?
Well, yeah, like look at those 3. Let's say they would have just put those 3 out there. I'm not advocating for them, but just look at the numbers.
Yeah.
People always. What did you say the ghost numbers were? If it was like if
they had $10 million deposited in their account that night, I know that.
Okay, so let's take that and let's just say that you took a $10 million hit or a $5 million hit on one project.
Paul said, "Don't get me started on Ollie's and Ross."
Yeah.
It's happening. Though. It's happening.
And it's good, but we talked about that last week too. Remember, like, how does this change the dynamics for your thinking about? Because now everybody's going to be in that mindset. Yeah, I'm just going to wait till it goes to discount.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have stuff sitting on shelves. It's a really bad cycle. But if you jump back, if you're taking losses already for these things, and now you want to do 2 or 3 projects across the whole spectrum because it's one big company and just splitting subdivisions.
Yeah.
So how many projects have they had that haven't been backed? If they would have just taken the initiative and then backed them themselves. How many projects did they have that messed? Rancor? What else?
Rancor, the lightsaber,
Cookie Monster, Engines of Vengeance,
and
then possibly this one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 4. That's 4. Let's just go safe. Let's just say $5 million each.
I mean,
I know they're a $1 billion company, but $20 million.
There's a few that didn't get. I think didn't one of the Transformers did not get fully backed or something recently. Like they didn't unlock all the tiers.
Yeah.
But still, that's a lot of money.
It is. A loss is a loss. I don't care how much money you're making. If you had $2,000 in your account, we feel it as collective. But if you had $2,000 in your account and somebody just took $200 out of there, you're telling me it doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Right.
It does. You're generating money by working. I know a lot of people don't like to think of it that way, but that's the reason why they do some of that stuff. Here's something. What if what Mezco did, what if it didn't go over well? What if nobody was interested in it?
Well, you and I have already talked about, there's 800 Slugfests left.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
at
$100
a pop.
Yeah.
Right? So what's that? $80,000? How much is that? We figure that out?
Yeah. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I would definitely notice $80,000 not in my account and $80,000 worth of boxes sitting in my house.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. Space. We talk about space as a collector. Can you imagine having that?
Yeah.
Kicking around.
Got to store it, warehouse space. Kevin's got to move it from corner to corner every time he's got to get to another spot.
Yeah, Kevin's busy enough. He doesn't need to be getting on that forklift all the time moving those pallets.
Yeah.
I like the pre-order system. I know people don't like waiting, but I like it as far as like a financial control over stuff for the company, for that, because you know what happens. I mean, look, this came out today. It was 112, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the other companies are raising their prices, and the reason why some of these companies can kind of stick to where their price point is at, even maybe pushing it up a little bit, is because they do pre-orders, because everything is accounted for, and they're not going over, because they know exactly how many units to make and push out. The bad part about it is you have to wait, but you also don't have the additional cost being put onto you because of it. So there's like good and bad with both. And especially now, do you want more cost on yourself now in the economics, in the economy that we're in right now? I don't know.
Right.
What is this? How about this? The investor in stocks. Would you invest in a figure that you would like to create? You put 2K of money to create a figure, and you get a share of the profit.
Yep.
They're
I'm
not
creating Shredder
Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
in Doomsday.
It's cool. It's a cool idea, but
Doomsday.
Need one.
No ideas, Mezco. Don't do it.
I wouldn't want them to do that. This is kind of like I understand what Steve's saying, but like it's kind of like like an NFT kind of thing. It's probably not. I'm not reading it right.
No, I think he's literally saying like instead of like this crowdfunding, what
Just-
if you could be like an investor to get that made, but you're literally buying in. You're not just buying a figure. You're buying in
Buying in
to the idea for $2,000.
risk reward.
Man, can you imagine that? Do you think it would go over well? You'd have people maybe complaining about the fact that they didn't make their money, or they were expecting to make. I don't know.
Yeah, there'd be some unhappy people, that's for sure, if something didn't get made.
I'm wondering if a business would open their books up to that. Because you're an investor. You're asking to see their books.
That's what I was just going to say. Could you imagine the entitlement on that one?
Yeah.
I'll sit
Hey,
in
I
on
got
that
$2,000 in this. Where is it at?
Yeah. When's the stockholder meeting at? Mez.
You got people that complain about how long it takes, even from the delivery standpoint. Can you imagine if money was involved? I like the idea because it's incentivizing.
Yeah.
But I maybe if we got to a point where we all want to be, as collectors, maybe that's something that would be a cool, like, kick-ass little side project to see it happen. You would just can you imagine the emails every day? Where's my stuff? I paid 2K.
Yeah, exactly.
Where is it?
Exactly.
I better have Mez's
imagine that.
number. I invested.
Yeah, it's different when your money is on the line. Yeah, I totally agree. I think there would be a lot of people wondering where it is, and where it's at. You get so many emails about where it's at in the process, and maybe I'm not understanding what Steve is saying.
Oh, you got it right.
Yeah.
Here's what you would like to create. You put the money in and get a share of the profit. Man, I'm wondering how. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit more.
Then Hasbro messages you back and say, "Hey, we're having problems with the joints. We need another $25 a person in order to get this done."
Oh yeah, like like a house, like construction on a house or something like that.
Yeah. We're coming in above budget, folks. Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna need another $35 out of everybody.
Yeah.
I'd go over like a lead balloon.
Well, this is a perfect segue into this because it kind of touches both of it. So I'm not gonna have everybody read this. You can pause it if you want, but this caught my eye. And I like to read. Not being sarcastic. When somebody writes and puts out this much thought, I'll read it because it's not just some buzzword quote.
What if it starts with delete if not allowed? Admin delete if not
allowed. that automatically gets deleted. I don't even look at it. Just
you ain't reading it.
No, I give you a chance. I'll go to the third line. But this was cool because, and I won't, like I said, you can pause it, read if you want. But the gist of this is that, again, I'm paraphrasing. So he is disappointed that the Adventure series, the Indiana Jones Adventure series, is coming to an end. He said that there's great interest in it. He would like to do something to kind of restart it up. And so one of the things that he mentioned is that kind of doing like a fan base kind of polling and stuff like that to get characters that we actually want so we could support the line. And in order to show that there is general interest in the line, what he's organizing to do now was he's creating this letter. And this is attention to detail and love. You could tell. Hopefully they'd see this and go, wow, this guy is really into this, and I'll take some time to read it. But he made this letter that he had, and with this letter, he offered recommendation. See how this is working? Oh, this sucks. I hate this. Instead, you're doing something like this. I know somebody's going to try to throw some shade on this and say, well, they're not going to read it. Well, you don't know. If you put this much work into it, I'm pretty sure somebody... so here are the characters. I don't know what you guys think about these. Of course, Katanga. This one.
Mom.
Yeah, that would be... Well, I think that's on page 2. There we go.
Oh, he's got to preach.
Well, he's got... And you see that he's got waves planned out, pretty much.
Oh, I got your Willy figure on there.
Yeah, also... He was also thinking about MC because... Boom!
Yes! Greatest. He needs to throw the aliens in on there, too.
Yeah. This is a solid presentation, and also these are solid characters, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, some of them like people won't know, obviously, but some of these are characters that you can see. So, and then he had the baths. This would get my attention if I worked there. You know, I'd be like, shit, there's a lot went into this. Let me look at
really
this
well done.
Yeah.
The 2-pack. Did you see that, Mutt and Andy? That motorcycle.
Yeah, there you go. I'm too old for this shit. What's this? FedEx. We might have some breaking news. Shipping now the Justice League. Just kidding. So yeah, he's put out this whole presentation. He's got the Build-A-Figure, stuff like that. Nice presentation. And then he was gonna get I think his goal is 10,000 people to sign it, right? So I was trying to get your ideas, what you guys thought about this.
Right. Kudos to him actually taking a constructive approach to trying to accomplish something. Instead of just ranting, raving, and just putting that venom out there, you know?
Yeah.
Very, very good approach.
Yeah, that's what caught my attention at first. I was like, wow, this is like, and is this the format? Do you think that would work? I mean,
is he applying for that brand ambassador job at Hasbro? And did they fill that position yet?
I don't know. I want to give this guy credit because obviously he put a lot of work into this.
Yeah.
This is Raul Silva. So
new Hasbro brand ambassador.
I mean,
give this man a job.
Well, it just shows like the passion that someone would have, and then also not only saying, "Hey, I really like this," but giving the reasons why, and then also saying that he's a fan and would support it. And these would be some possible ways to not only help the line succeed, but also gain and gather more followers or more customers. So I don't know if you guys thought that this was if this was just right, if it's overboard, if it's something that they would even read.
I need to go sign it.
Yep, I'm signing it.
Yeah,
I think
I'm sorry.
I think it's great. Like, kudos, like Cory said. This is what they need instead of like, piss off you guys for canceling the series. There's so many figures you could have left. You roped us collectors in, and now you leave us high and dry. This guy took a positive approach, laid it out. He wants to get like people to back it, instead of just like, this is just from some guy on the internet, but did their work for him. These are figures that we want.
Yeah. I think this is also, it can work for the other side of things too. I mean, this format, nobody's saying you got to do as much as he did. Obviously, there was a lot of passion and love put into this, but I mean, this is kind of something else too that I think that could work for the other side of it. Hey, you guys, I'm a fan. You guys, I don't like the way certain things are going. These are the things that I would love to see you do. You know, problem, recommended solutions. Did I tell that story once? Did I say that? Did I tell you guys that story? Okay, so really quick, there was something that was going on in the unit, and my commander called me in, and I went in there, and he said, "Paige, what's the problem?" And I was like, well, this is the problem. And he goes, "Okay." And I was like, "Okay, so," and he's like, "That's it?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Next time you come to my office, have at least 3 suggestions on how to fix it." He said, "It's easy to complain about it, but I think if you take some time and try to figure out solutions, you'll also understand the problem."
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people do that sometimes. I think it's easy to just come up with stuff, but I don't think a lot. And it helps you think about it. And the next time I came in, I went in and he took the idea I had and it burned. And then he brought me in his office. He said, "Paige, I have a problem. Here are the solutions." I was like, oh, and I never made that mistake ever again. I was like, you know what? Think it out. Think things out. But anyway, I thought this was cool, man. Good little positive story. And he put a lot of himself into this. This is really cool. Anyway, are you guys ready for a brief and very choppy haunted history?
I love this segment.
You're not going to probably love this one because it's kind of half-assed.
I like it too, Eileen.
Yeah, I've been really busy, so maybe some people will like that and go, it's not as detailed. So, today's haunted history.
Good night, Sawyer.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a good one, man.
Thank you. You too.
I like saying. Okay, and Steve, dude, I'm not trying to like shoot your idea down. Maybe I just need to hear more about it. Like, I am interested. I'm wondering about how, like, putting into it. Maybe we can talk offline about it. I don't want you to think I'm shooting your idea down. I'd be interested to see like how it would work. Like who reports to who, you know? Like when you're an investor, pretty much, right?
Mez reports to me.
Yeah. I would just say yeah. So this, I don't know what I'm gonna do for next week. Thank God it's the last week. So this is haunted history, and this is the Cinema of Fear. This is an older line. Obviously, a lot of sculpting detail. I don't know the year that this was brought out, but this kind of shows you when they had licenses to do some of these characters, because some of these characters are kind of harder to do now. Like Jason, that's, if you're familiar with the franchise, that's all in limbo right now. So that's why you're probably not going to get a Jason Voorhees from Mezco. You know, knock on wood, hopefully it happens, but it's a hard license to do. I'm still wondering how NECA does it. Maybe they have like a predetermined date, you know, contract with them. But they had PX exclusive, they had Mezco's exclusive. They just took different characters from one. And then they also did scenes, dude. These are cool.
Oh wow.
So yeah. Not a lot of articulation. Sculpt work was really cool, but they would do screen grabs. They call these screen grabs, and I'm hoping that I organized this right. Well, it's kind of a lead up foreplay, right?
Oh, I remember that part.
Yeah. This was a 3 3/4 figure. Some of these figures are 6 inch, and some of them are also the I guess the 1/10 scale figures. But they had Freddy, and then they would do these other characters too. Like remember when he was in the
yeah.
he had the pizza and he was speeding and shit. I'm hoping they show the other one, Leatherface. We got that. Oh, look at that! It's not gold; it's silver. They need to bring the silver stickers back. Cece's like, I'm just waiting for the clown to pop out. Look at this scope.
It's coming. Man. It's coming.
No clowns, I think. Yeah. Hitchhiker. Look at that. You just have a guy. You know what we need? We need victims.
Randos. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you can't tell me that the that one guy, who is it? The Marvel Legends. What is he? The Hood?
Oh, the Hood, yeah.
Yeah, you can't tell me that he's not the Aaron of 2023. That dude's in every shot now. He's just getting killed in every shot. Ah! Jeez. But they have, and then you have Freddy. Look at that. Look at the skull. I mean, I know it's dated, but look at that. They even had the skeleton. Dog piss on it.
I remember that.
Look at that, man. That is crazy. I thought I placed this better. And then they had these. These are these little plushes, kind of like they did in the style of hoods and stuff like that.
So those are plushes.
Mm-hmm. And I was trying, man, where's that one? That's an earlier one. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find the one. There it is. Look at that.
Jeez.
They went hard on the screen grabs from Nightmare on Elm Street. Like this one. This one's cool. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lots of cool stuff.
Were these sold at retail too, or were those like?
Yeah, these are all like. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to dig into like stores and distribution.
Sam Goody.
Yeah. Don't go on eBay and look for these things. Jesus. Oh my gosh. They want like $100, $200, $300. But I'm sorry.
Did you ever have any of these, CC, back in the day?
No.
I didn't know about this company until 2015. So this stuff I never even seen or heard. What was I going to say? But yeah, also another reason is to go over this stuff is just to kind of show you how far companies come. I like going back and looking back at stuff and seeing how, far they come. But not all that's over. Play party. Oh, really quick. I want to show you guys this. I don't know if you guys saw this. Right? Let's take this down. Hey. You just missed it. We solved everyone's world problems. I'm pretty sure everybody saw this, but I was wondering what you guys thought. Can you see too much glare? Not enough glare? Where is he at? There. Moving. Well, if you have the comic, you can look at it. So this Death Adder, right? Doesn't it look like Destro?
Oh yeah, with the blue collar.
Yeah.
Instead of a red.
Yeah. I'm wondering if they're going to reuse that body and have him on there. And then also, I saw this. I'm pretty sure everybody saw this. I just hadn't seen anybody talk about it. But the Black Skulls Stormtrooper Brigade. I can imagine us getting that.
Steve Amaro's asking if you can make yourself larger so he can see the pictures that you're showing.
Oh, yep. I don't like solo stuff.
Camera one. Oh, he quit.
MC, that's not so bad.
I was like, I'm dropping out. Where is it at? I don't know if I can do it. Can I do it?
Switch to the OF cam.
Here it is.
There.
Oh, great. Awesome suggestion. Thank you very much. Who said that? Who had the suggestion? The OF?
OnlyFans cam?
Oh, got it. So, yeah, he's here. So you do have him, and that's that Destro one. And then where my finger is, the threes. You see how the 3-pack there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if they'll do that. And then I know a lot of people were kind of freaking out about the whole Void Cadet kind of thing. I saw this and I thought to myself, they group. Oh, you Paige, come on, do it right.
Mm-hmm.
You see those three just sitting there?
Yeah.
I was like, that'd be a cool 3-pack. And you would get cadets. You'd have one of them that's normal sized. And then that smaller one, I wonder if they'll reuse like Diplo Dom's body once he comes out. Maybe you had that one. I don't know. Just theories. Just theories. Anyway, I was just to show you that. Anyway, play party.
They almost saw the Justice League 3-pack on your shelf.
and the other stuff too. It's down there.
Yeah.
They didn't see the Rumbler. The Rumbler. Yeah, it's down right over there. Oh, are we ready?
Yeah.
I'd love the cadets, especially if it comes with the jet. Yeah, man, that jetpack is cool. I really hope that they do. Again, remember, that's just theory. That's not anything. So much controversy.
Drama.
I didn't know they were going to make this.
Robin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mez said he was never going to make it.
I already hated it. Cece's been playing with it for a while, right? So first question here. I couldn't listen to you guys banging about dumb shit. I don't have. Oh wait a minute. Is this an appropriate comment? So I'm playing with my pinkies. So first question I have for you guys: do you guys have black marks on the face?
I do.
You do?
Yep.
I don't know if anybody in the chat knows or like a solution for that.
I mean, I figured I would leave him and he would just look abused. I always kind of imagine that Batman would slap him around anyway, because what else would you do with a child prodigy other than smack him around? So
just like in the
he's authentic.
The meme. I have one tiny, almost invisible, like it's just a light mark.
It's like a little kiss, a little touch.
Little, a bruise in various stages of healing. It's turning yellow right now, so it's almost.
It is kind of right along the jawline too. Like, can you see it?
Yep, that's where mine is.
Kind of barely see it, but you really got to be kind of like looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he has a suit on, you're not going to notice it.
Yeah, what did I dig out? Oh, my old sod cutter. Not the old sod, like it's old. The first version of sod cutter. I took the coat off and it had some staining. I was like, oh crap. So I'm gonna start taking those off. When I got this the other time, they just handed it to me out of it, so it didn't have all this packaging and stuff. So what you guys' overall thoughts about this?
I think it's a solid offering, honestly. To me, when I saw Doc Knock the first time, it's immediately the character that came to mind.
Yeah,
was this guy. I know some people are saying they wanted him smaller. But I don't know. When I mess around with like these arms and stuff, like I couldn't imagine, because you figure if people wanted him an inch shorter, right, in order to keep the same look, that means everything else would have to be about 20% smaller, right? So could you imagine those elbows 20% smaller? Like I'd snap him. So I'm really happy with it. I think it looks great. I have it with my Darkest Dawn Batman, and I think they look great together. And I've seen some really, really good shots that people are putting together.
Yeah. What do you think, MC? What do you
got? I don't agree with the complaints out there. Like, oh, he's too big, like CC said. I think of Catwoman's ankles and wrist pegs, and the easy broken joints. And I think he looks great. There's great detailing on the suit. I like how they have that layered like armor look to it. Like many people have said, Damian's not my favorite Robin, but you know what? It's an entry, and that opens a door for other versions. So may not be the Robin I want right now, but eventually I'll get. I like Tim Drake and I like Dick Grayson a lot. So
you like Drake?
You know it.
I like Tim
This
Drizzy.
cape is like next level. It makes me want an updated cape for my Batman because his cape that thing is nice.
You don't think it's too thick? That's what
I think it's nice. Once you kind of work that hood a little bit, you can kind of break it down some to where it lays a little better. But you just gotta kind of like you were the one telling me, you kind of really gotta kind of push it around. You can kind of really work that hood down to where it lays a little better.
Yeah,
at first mine wouldn't lay down at all, but I mean that's that's pretty good.
Yeah.
When I was there, I saw a lot of people, and I'm not
solid.
banging on anybody, but like, there's like a little wire in here, and I just put it down and kept it down, and you just mess with the wire. That's what a lot of it is.
Yeah.
But it'll lay down eventually. You remember when I showed you guys that '89 Batman, and I showed you like how I kept the cape and I just flushed it over, but you got to work the wire a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I like that it has wires in each one of these, so you can do that. Because you just gotta, and he can look.
I like this feature. The
straps.
The straps for the shoulders, so it lays better. There's always that complaint about Batman, like, oh, I gotta take off his head, and the magnet holds his cape down, and people were complaining. I can't remember. There were people that were upset about the way that Superman's cape kind of laid, but this is great. This is a great new. Obviously, it doesn't work for every character. It won't work for every character, but I think this is a great approach into making soft goods look better as well, like accessory soft goods like this.
Ooh, my inside of my cape got black.
The inside of your cape?
Trash.
Is it coming off? No, the inside of mine.
The yellow, where the yellow is, it's like peeling a little bit or something?
No, it's black. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Mm-mm.
But it looks like it's kind of like staining, but.
What did you do?
Oscar.
Well, I've always been told that I always talk glowingly about these figures. I never say anything negative. I'm not saying anything negative now. I'm just saying I had some. Oh, you see it? No. It's the inside, but it's this part right here. Can you or no?
Yeah. Yep, a little bit.
Yeah. So, but even that, look at that, bro. Seriously.
You can pose this cape so well.
Yeah, I saw a guy doing a jumping down. Like it was like kind of like this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was like going down, like that. I think it's cool.
He's got all the articulation you could want.
Mm-hmm.
It's got great.
Maybe a little better in the rocker for the shoes. I don't know if mine's a little tight, but I don't have a lot of ankle pivot. That'd be my only complaint with him is the ankle pivot.
Yeah, I might message them and see what they're saying. I don't know if this is something that if it just comes. It's kind of okay. All right.
Fold his arms.
Coming off a little bit.
And cross his arms. How many figures can you do that with?
I can do it with all mine. Just kidding. Yeah, I was gonna wipe it off, but I get it. It's like one of those things. It doesn't bother me. It's inside the cape. I heard somebody say something about like the fabrics and stuff like that. How some companies before they do it, they'll like do soft goods and they pre-wash them or something like that to remove some of the dye. I don't know. This is solid though. What version do you want next? Like, would you see?
Golden Age.
Yep. I want the little pixie shoes.
A 3-pack with the Riddler and the Penguin.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm keeping this cake off. You know what I mean? Like when I'm storing it.
Yeah.
I like the head. The dude, I know like a lot of people don't like it, but I like the smirk. And that's when I was posing them at San Diego. That's why I put it on there. I was like, yeah.
Mez is never gonna make a Robin.
Yeah. Yeah, that little smirk. I like it. It's like attitude. I love expressions on characters. Do you guys have like a favorite accessory? Oh, I'm wondering about this. Somebody said be careful with this.
What's that?
Do you guys have a favorite accessory?
The bow was nice.
The bow is really nice. That string is sick.
Did you have any problems? I saw somebody mention like, ooh, see, I would have jacked that up.
Snap.
Yeah. Well, the string was there. So.
You can actually knock an arrow into the string. The arrows have a little knock in it.
But you haven't had any problem. Whoops. You haven't had any problem with this. Oh, look at that.
I just shot it at the screen. So it actually fired. I just shot the arrow with the bow. It works.
At Sawyer?
No, he's in bed. At the camera, actually. No, and I didn't break the arrow.
Cece likes this.
Yeah.
The grenade throwing hand accessory.
The
shuriken.
Robin Rang, Bird Rang, whatever they called it. Oh, be careful. Oh, there we go. You got to be careful with that bad boy. Ooh, there you go. All right. I wanted to see that one tray. Where is it? Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see, the sword.
What's your favorite accessory so far?
I only took out... I took out the bow because the one that was there wasn't ready yet. So I wanted to see how they fixed it, you know?
Okay.
And I want to get into this sword really quick because that was one of them that I really liked. I would say it's a toss-up between the bow and the sword right now. Oops.
I like the staff because Tim Drake Robin always used a staff.
Do you guys do anything with stands?
Collect them.
Yeah, you collect.
Yeah, that's about it too.
Would you? What if they said that they were getting rid of stands? Would you be okay with that?
I would.
I don't think I have a single stand being put in use at this moment.
Yeah, I know some people do, but oh, that's another thing I gotta try. Where's the mask?
Oh, the mask fits on there pretty well. It's nice.
Isn't that on the bottom tray? Or no, it's in the top tray, right below the heads. There's
there
a glove
it is.
to the right of it.
I would have totally. Oscar would have got that one.
Yummy.
That is so cool that it's pliable.
Yeah.
But it fits so well on the face.
Yeah.
So come on, CC.
Hey, Paige.
Really good.
Try mine.
Let me see it. Oh, wow, that is nice. Wait, I don't want to take away from your joy. Take it back.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So stupid. Dude, this thing is. I thought it was gonna be a hard piece, but it's like it's pliable. It's cool.
I like the grappling hook accessory. Changed my mind.
You can't go changing it now, brother.
I know.
Speaking of, we're in October. Are you guys? So it's still kind of early because we still have a couple, like 2.5 months left. But have you guys thought about your stars for this year?
Dr. Doom.
across all lines, or just Mezco? Like, you guys have favorites and stuff?
Well, for me, obviously, it's got to be Tunnel Rat. It's got to be top 10.
It's a good figure.
Just for nostalgic purposes.
Uh-oh.
Was this Golden Age set? Was this year or was this last year's release for Mezco?
Last year, right?
Somebody will screen grab this. And
I just didn't open it until this year. Because I discovered it this year, so I love it.
Look at that, man. There's enough pliability.
You can set it next to 89 Batman.
Yeah, he has absolutely no range of motion. God.
Let's see. My favorite this year. You got so many figures, I can't keep them straight.
Yeah, you'd have to literally like go and take a look at what you bought. like, which one
I
did I
wish
really like the most?
I wish I would have kept track of Joe's better. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
As far as Look
at that, CC. Did you try this one yet?
No, I haven't messed with that one yet. Is that bendable or is it just stiff?
It's stiff. I don't want to.
You sure? Usually you just take it and just wrench on it right at the tip.
Holy crap.
Bend it like a...
Yo, this thing, if you get it balanced just right, he has like crazy range. Look at that. The kicks, I would work on the kick, but do you know what I mean? Like,
it's got great range.
You're like, I can't see it. Because I'm trying to get him to stand, so it'll be like you can actually see he can do it. I'm on a bad, uneven plane. But that is like sick, bro. Look at that. And he can go all the way.
I think
that is fucking crazy.
I think Indiana Jones ranks up there for this year for me. And like Indy or Short Round, those are characters I never thought we'd see. And then Mezco wise, Jesus Christ, what do we get this year?
A lot.
Solomon Kane. I know he's kind of recent to me, but that dude has got so many options. I can't wait to spend more time with it.
He does have great balance, even for little feet.
No, these feet are big from what I heard.
Yeah, these are boats.
Can you imagine? So you're trying to do this.
Is that really one of the complaints? Feet are too big?
Yeah, somebody actually bitch about that.
Get out
Can you imagine? Well, can you imagine if his feet, you know, if his feet weren't big, you're not going to be able to. They're not big. You can't see that, can you? Look.
I don't think they're oversized at all. Of course, I feel the same way about the head. So somebody saying the head was too big. I don't know. I don't see it.
I was like, I don't have anything on my desk, do I? Okay. Look at that, dude. You wouldn't be able to balance if his feet didn't have that. It's gotta be more.
Dude, this grappling gun is really nice.
That's my goal, to get this guy.
I couldn't imagine being a Batman fan and passing on this offering. You're gonna be really disappointed if you're.
Well, I think he's I think. Look at that. You always gotta do that. The one dude that told me, he goes, "Oh, you fucking put strings on there." I'm like, no, I didn't.
Oh, when you did the mech suit?
Yeah, you didn't believe it. Get out of here.
Loco, do you have any problems with the
Really good.
bicep swivel with your Conan?
That is really cool.
Was
I
Conan
don't think
this
I
year?
could do this.
You said Conan the Conqueror was just it was. It was like January, February we got it.
Was it?
Yeah,
I was thinking
Conan
it was the
was.
end of last year.
Yeah, Conan was.
Batman 89, because we don't have to hear about it anymore.
I would fine tune this. It wouldn't look like this, but I mean, just the fact that you can do this.
That's amazing. What's been your highlights for the year for figures so far, Paige?
89 Batman.
For that reason that I just stated.
No, man, I don't. I've really enjoyed different things from different offerings. You know.
Yeah, I know you got big into Street Fighter this year.
Yeah, those are really cool figures too. For some reason, I can't photograph those well for some reason. I don't know why. I've been trying, and there's something they don't. It's nothing against them because I've seen some kick ass. I've seen some kick ass Street Fighter. I just can't. I can't for some reason get them to look right. It's just me. I don't know.
What about Monkey King, CC? Where's he rank for you this year?
Is that the Su Wong guy?
Sun Wong.
He was pretty good. He was pretty good. He might have been one of the most detailed and like piece of art figures. He was impressive. He's impressive. He'd be up there.
That mask is amazing.
It seems like like
He's really good.
A little bit new with each figure. With like Constantine, we got the mouth that you can open up to put the cigarettes in. With him, we got the mask that's a little bit different to mold on the face. Getting little Constantine with the hair. Getting little changes as we go.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff just doesn't get acknowledged though. Having one aspect, trying something with a figure. All companies do it just to see if it works,
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't, like I know they've gone through different lighting, different kind of lighting designs. Because you remember that was a big knock against them for a while. Like with Cyclops, people didn't like the head peg on there, and it only rotates. Now you have them on ball pegs now. They're a lot brighter now. It just takes a little while for the kinks to go out. Top 5 Mezco figure for me. Yeah. I think a lot of people think I joke about that. There's a lot of, I think part of it's them trying something new.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm only basing on my experience. I haven't had that breakdown yet. The stuff that people were experiencing.
Right.
I haven't had that, and I thought it was for them. It was pretty innovative. I still think that they should implement it with other figures.
The alien figure has been displayed in Sawyer's room since he got it. Like hasn't done anything with it, and I messed around with it because I went through his room and cleaned it out. I told you guys that, and there's not a single crack, not a single nothing. No break in this body whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was 2 months before we got Batman, 3 months, something like that. I
haven't had anything, but then also I had that alien that's in that I've had this. I have a lot better. It's not. There's not a better 1/12 period. He's incredible. Doesn't change my enjoyment that he isn't 10 years old. Yeah, I kind of look at people weird when they say they want him to be 10 years old. Just kidding. I get it. It's a stature thing, and then also Remember when I was talking about that? I was saying, I, I said, I think it'll probably matter when you put them side by side together if you're doing like a team up shot, like a two-person team up shot. But other than that, most people have been using. Uh-oh, I can't hear CC. Can you hear him?
CC?
CC.
No voice.
I hit mute. I'm sorry.
Oh,
This
Can you
guy.
hear
This is who you're using, right, CC?
Yeah, I was the pictures that I've seen with these team ups. I mean, unless you have them both standing, just feet planted,
yeah.
you're not going to really get a good size comparison because Robin's dynamic, right? He's moving. So yeah, I don't know. I think you'd have to be pretty uncreative to not make it work.
Yeah.
I get it, like, because people want it, but then that's not something that they've scale wise. That's not something that they've really. For next week, you want to release date to start a recent breakdown. Just an idea. I got distracted. I get like the size thing, like if people putting them side by side and everything like that. I totally get, but they've never really been big on scale stuff. Like Wolverine, he's out of scale. He's supposed to be shorter. To me, I think that they just used what they had.
Yeah.
And like CC was mentioning earlier, if they designed a brand new buck and put it down and he was smaller than this, wow, this thing is cool. Sorry. But I think it would have probably ran into some of those problems. Yeah, people, a majority of the collectors have problems like just with some of the joints in general. Can you imagine a smaller body? I think that, not trying to put it off on collectors, I think there would have been more breakage. And
do you think had they used, like, and I just have this in front of me, and I'm not, of course, I love Robin, I'm not, but short round, he's got great. I know it's not a Mezco figure, it's a Hasbro, but I think that's too small.
Well, that's what I mean. Like they don't have a body like that.
Yeah, they would have to. For how many figures are they going to create on that small body to pull it? To make it worth that much.
My thing is, a body that small, would you have been willing to pay the same price too?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they got us with short round. Here's short round compared to.
Yeah.
Oh, can you go back a little here? Do it again, please. Hold on a second. It looks
you
weird.
do it to solo cam. Solo cam.
Yeah, right at his crotch. It's kind of weird, but just kidding.
Nambla.
I mean, is that foot to foot? Seriously?
Yeah, that's foot to foot right now. Oops, now it slid up a little bit. But I
is
said
that what you want? Was that what people would want, Damien? Like, is that kind of what people? So,
how old is short round? 10, about right?
I don't know. Like, even you doing this and like me playing with it, it doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me.
That kind of stuff.
One, I totally thoroughly enjoy this Robin figure. They really nailed it, and this is the first Robin figure we're gonna get. We're gonna get more. They've already teased Nightwing.
Well, let's throw this out there. Let's say they do a Golden Age Robin, and he's this size.
Okay,
works for me.
Burt Ward.
I don't. You know what? Honestly, I don't. They don't have a body for this. I don't know what they would have done. They would have had to create a new body. Maybe if they waited until they did that Diptodoms, but then that's a different, sculpt. He's shorter, but that sculpt work is going to be different on that character because it's a rat. You know what I mean? Usually like how companies will take whatever body they have, or they make a specific body that they know that they can make numerous characters out of. It's common knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what they do is they'll either adjust, make different swappable parts out of it, and that keeps it going for a little bit. But usually they have their your Gomez body, your bigger body, Superman body, the Golden Age body. You have these bigger Thanos, Bluto, Slugfest. So you literally be creating a brand new one, a smaller one. So you'd have to have characters in line for that. It'd have to be tested. I don't know.
A teen roach.
Well, maybe it will work. Maybe I still wonder if they're gonna use that Dipodom's mold model for Splinter.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if they're giving you Casey Jones, they more than likely would be able to give you that character, right?
I don't see how they can't. Can you imagine how far are they going to go? They're going to give us Bebop, Rocksteady, the Foot Soldiers. It's a dangerous license too. It's not Star Wars crazy, but it's pretty expensive license with TMNT.
Yeah.
As far as expense for us to collect figures, because they throw a Bebop or Rocksteady at you, or how can you say no?
Yeah. It just gets to a point where it's like I don't know. It seems like a lot of times it's like it's always what's the first thing to complain about with figures. It's never really what somebody likes. It's like a pre-order goes up and it's like, what can I do to trash this or say what I don't really like about this? That's the first thing. What don't I like about this? Let me talk about it. Mm-hmm. It's not even in hand. Like, so I don't know. It's just kind of weird, especially stuff that's not even out yet. I saw people banging on that Duke and stuff like that, saying, "Oh, I don't like the head sculpt." And I get it, that's your cup of tea, but it's not even out yet. You don't even know if it looks like that. So it's I don't know. I don't see the Golden Age Robin being made because everyone has a preference on how short it is. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if they put out a Golden Age Robin and it's this size, what happens? So Robin isn't as much like that.
Is this the same body as Tom Holland Spider-Man? Well, I mean, most of it, because isn't he small? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is that and Doc Knock, and it's not a bad buck or size. This gets way more range than Doc Nocturnal. I feel I think it's because of the suit too. With Doc Nocturnal, I didn't push it with him that much.
Yeah, because this is basically just that tunic over his spandex. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody break it down yet.
Yeah, but even with this tunic on, dude, like look at that, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying. He gets so much motion because the shoulders aren't restricted by the tunic, because of the tunic, and the elbows are great, the hips are great.
Yeah, it's a good design. I mean, for me, like you can do pretty much.
Yay!
D did a review of this, right?
No, did he?
He hasn't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's got one up. He had one up early. It wasn't a real detailed one, but
Robin.
He puts out so many videos, man.
Because he talked about the bow.
That's right, he did. Because he made that release about his pictures too. Remember the post?
Man, I'm not making excuses for him. I'm really not. But this body, you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be. Look at his shoe. So look at this. You can't. And I'm not. I already talked about the cape, so you can't get me on that and say, "Oh, it's just glowing, talking nice about this figure the whole time." I already told you about the cape in the face. But like his shoe, look at his shoe, right? It's not going to show because it's like detail. But you see how like the heel it curves in and it's small.
Yeah.
And if you made his feet smaller, it would be right here. So when you have like this weight distribution on him, he keeps not falling, but he keeps pushing forward on a lot of that stuff. Like when I was doing kicks and stuff like that. Again, I'm no expert poser or anything, but it's like most of that stuff, it starts leaning forward. And so his foot, I'm wondering if they made it larger and wider so it can support. You see how he leans like kind of forward a little bit sometimes? I'm wondering if they did that for stability. I don't think that these look big to me. It looks like a kid who hasn't, you know how a kid had like size 10 sneakers and he was I know somebody's gonna bring up the height thing. Yeah, well, I don't know, dude. I like it.
Look at this page. This arm is straight up in the air, and the other one I did like an extreme Y on the other shoulder.
Yeah, you know what they say about big feet, big socks, baby. Yep.
So
what does it say? I like the approach to ask, what do you like? Yeah, exactly. Like, I get it. Not everyone's gonna like something or anything like that. I just noticed that a lot of times when you go into when something gets put out for pre-order, it's watch next time. Next time something comes out like in another group, just look and see what the majority, like the first couple of things. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like. What do you like? What do you like about it? Because you're gonna buy it. So it's kind of weird to hear if you say you don't like it, but then you're gonna buy it. I don't like it, but I bought it. It's okay.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
This is, dude. I like this. His look.
It's solid. Really solid.
Yeah, I think that's why the feet are like that, man. You can't do that kind of stuff. You see how he. Anyway, cool. I'm gonna have some fun with this one. Oh, his feet. I wonder if he could shave that. No, it won't work because. Anyway, all right. Thinking about other stuff. What's the consensus? You guys like it or no?
Yes.
I think it's home run.
I'm so happy I have 2 of them.
Yeah.
I give him a 9 out of 10 just because of the ankle rocker.
Yeah. They did a great. It fills the hole in the Bat family. I mean,
God, jeez, man.
what?
He's like, it fills the hole in the Bat family.
No, like, and there's so many villains that we have that you can square them off against. We got Freeze, KG Beast, Deathstroke, Two-Face, 2 versions of Two-Face.
Yeah.
Joker, Harley, 3 versions of Harley, 3 versions of Joker.
Yeah, you play. Yeah. Have you ever seen the average team body? They're built like clowns with big feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. CC, what do you got thoughts on this?
No disappointment in my mind. Like I'm completely satisfied with the offering. Completely satisfied. The price was good. The accessories are great. Like I said, my only gripe is just I would have liked to see more. It almost seems like the more you play with it, though, you get a little bit more movement out of the ankle rocker. So maybe it's just tight. I'm not sure the exact range, but
yeah, that's like with all of them. I've noticed that.
It seems to be loosening up.
Did you actually?
Oh, dude, it's coming off.
Do you think they'll ever give us toe pivots?
Who is it? Sorry,
I guess it's just articulated toes, not toe pivots. Do you think it'll ever get articulated?
I don't know. Do you like that? Would you want that?
I do. I do like it. Not as much as I like functioning holsters, for those who know me, but I do like the articulated.
Shots fired.
Hey, so I said in the beginning that mine had the black stuff on it, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So my magical saliva is taking it off. So for anybody that needs,
please
it is. Look, dude, look.
Venmo Paige some.
What'd you use?
The spit.
My towel and just some spit. I will be selling this.
Get your Mezco cake
and Robin scale. Okay.
Official. Oh, you pulled up. I was in the process of pulling them out of the package for the first time to look.
Yeah,
see, that's a new one I didn't look at. I can't even name a figure of the year because I haven't seen them all.
He works.
Yeah,
you're only limited by your imagination.
Nice to meet you, Robin. Dude, he's a great figure. Holy shit.
Ooh, Robin, or what you call it? Oh, Mr. Freeze, yeah, he's.
You just hit us with a what you call it?
Yeah, whatchamacallit. Oh, yeah, they do. I'm really looking forward to seeing how far they come with that. Maybe it's the 1% that someone doesn't like. The response thought is, oh, they must like the other 99% of the figure. Yeah, Steve. I like your approach to you know, what's something that you like about it? I mean, there's always going to be something that people don't like about something. I'm not trying to shut people down about it. But I think that, oh man, you know what? Who do I have? You could pretty much do a lot of stuff with this. Yeah, I want to do it.
What's that?
Him fighting certain people and stuff like that. It would be cool if we got Alfred somehow.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Even if they did like let's say they did a 2-pack with somebody and they had just a guy in a butler suit, but then they gave you different heads, kind of like what that DC multiverse one did. I mean, they don't have to keep pumping out Alfreds, but just to have some variety. Thanks again, that single tile.
This is who we want.
Is that the 5 points?
No, this is the McFarlane Batman from the Batman 66 wave with the horrible joints.
Thank you, Robert. What's wrong with the joints? Thank you, Robert.
Single jointed everything. No thigh swivel, no bicep swivel. It's like 7 points.
A gracious 7 points.
Yeah, it's a McFarlane figure. No hip swivel, nothing. It's no thigh cut. Yeah. Sorry to the McFarlane fans out there. I'm not gonna badmouth it.
Oh, he's got boot swivel too. Did you see that? I didn't think he had it because of the costume. Because you know how they'll put the fabric in the boot?
Yeah.
And sometimes, like if you have that, if you rotate it, it'll break the glue on the suit and then it'll come loose. Wow.
They did a good job with this figure.
Yeah. I know somebody will say, oh, well, you messed with this at the thing. Why is all this surprising? Because the one that we had wasn't like this one, so.
At the con, he wasn't as well done?
Not as polished, no.
Okay.
Like, that's something like people got to remember too. You're right, CC, about the ankles.
Yeah. Yeah, the more you mess with it, you need a little more range.
Yeah. Like, how some people will go to the convention and like, oh man, they didn't pose those or they didn't do anything with those, because some of those figures that you can't do that with them. Some of them are in static poses and stuff like that, and it's more of a display piece.
I mean, because they literally got hot glued before you guys got it in hand, just so you can show it off.
Well, I mean, I've shown that before in places, in the shows that I haven't been,
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just for them to be able to showcase what's coming out, so you have an idea, instead of people going, oh, it's just digital renders, Photoshop. So
can't win.
Spit closes wounds, glue materials, and cleans splatter. Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Just that. I guess we didn't have any guests that want to come on, so oh well. But I'd like to see Mez figure with toe articulation without the hard cut. They've been creative in some of the features. Like, yeah, I wonder how they would do that. How would you? Seamless? I'm telling you, man. You guys are not for this, but I'm telling you, it solves a lot of problems. A lot of problems.
Seamless boot would be pretty nice.
Somebody's saying, yeah, it causes way too many more, Paige. I'll be sure next week too.
And it would even feel like a boot. How cool would that be?
Yeah, you have it, and then you would get like articulate. I mean, what would you have? Like, it's a wire joint back down there. So, what falling down the Cape Captain Marvel, chest Captain Marvel. Yeah, are you guys gonna go see that?
What?
The Marvels. Are you gonna see that?
Mm-hmm. Wait till it's done, probably. Honestly.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much all I had. I thought I was going to go an hour, but we went 2. That's what play parties are for. So,
You said
yeah.
an hour.
Well, we were at an hour, and then we started talking. It was due anyway, right? We got a Damien, now we need a what? A demon? A demon head. Oh, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
They need Batman villains badly.
Scarecrow. Riddler.
Yeah, they could do that off of Nosferatu. I wonder if you would hear people talk about Nosferatu being like single jointed, and if Scarecrow was single jointed, if people would, have a problem with that. The only thing you did on the mask, not seamless. Better get used to it, buddy. Okay. Riddler. Yeah, Riddler. That's an easy one. Nice job, Plasty. We were in high royalty, Plasty's here. Plasty only joins the best of shows.
Plasty's a legend.
He is, man. Oh, always helpful, man. Anytime I have a question about something. Well, Plasty, my stuff got flagged. What do I do? He's like head shaking. He's like, Paige. Come here, Padawan. All right. Well, all right. We'll try to make it a little bit better next week and figure out how we can get people on. Yeah. Maybe if I advertise, announce it a little bit earlier instead of burying it in the description. But it doesn't take away from everybody that showed up. So thank you very much. Appreciate everyone who came in, saw us playing with our stuff, and stuck around for the conversations. Whether you watched it live, popped in, popped out, you're listening to it because you can listen to the show and not have to watch it, or you're just watching the replay. I appreciate you. And the setup, that's the alley-oop for the next person. Who got it? That was like a no-look. It's a no-look alley-oop. Like Gary Payton used to show the Rain Man. He's just like...
I'm going to Harlem Globetrotter. Loop it back around to CC behind the back. Between your legs, though. It's going to
land right comes.
Hands.
Yeah. Always help control the pet population. Please have your pet spayed or neutered. Deuces.
He's like, thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night. MC, that's you. All the pressure's on you. Spotlight.
Oh, thank you. See you guys in 2 and 2.
Chuck Woolery. All right. That's it. Thank you guys. Everyone, have a great night.